Welcome everybody. This is a very specific training. There is a misconception about what sales pages are. And one of the things that is top of mind for me with everything I've read about marketing trends and what to expect in 2025 is that things are going to be different. I think you expect that. But the thing is that we are expected, if we are going to excel, to push the boundaries and push the limits of how we do things. I want to urge you to think about how you can be different next year, how you can push out the boundaries. This AI thing has changed our world forever. If you sit back and think it's going to be same old next year, you're going to be left behind. My mission is to give you tools to try to stand out, to try to be different, to embrace the new opportunities out there. Sales pages is something I am working on and trying to perfect my skill. I don't think one ever writes a perfect sales page, but I am working very hard on it because I need a sales page for a event I've got coming up. Now, as I was working on this sales page, I suddenly thought, if people can get their head around a sales page is something I want you guys, real estate agents included, to think about as a tool to help you sell with confidence. Now, why do you need a sales page? Probably the most important thing is it's a 24/7 salesperson. As usual, I'm going to tell you what and how and stuff. So just please stick with me. This is a complex idea I'm throwing at you today. I need you to be very open-minded and think about how you can apply this to your business. It is a sales tool that you use to guide your audience from interest. Remember, you know all about the funnel by now, the conversion funnel, attracting and nurturing people down to convert. Now, a sales page done correctly does that without you having to do the work more than once. Your sales page is up there. Of course, you tweak it and you test it, but it sits there and you send people there. It is a targeted communication where you are talking to a specific target audience that needs a solution or needs something that you have to offer. It optimizes conversion because it is designed in a certain way, and I'm going to take you through that today. Stick with me. There are steps. I'm going to give you an overview. I've created an unbelievable worksheet that I know I will use over and over that takes you through every one of the steps to create a sales page. But it uses storytelling, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Take people from a struggle on a journey to a solution. And you're doing exactly that with a sales page, taking them from the top down the funnel. It is a value discovery and along the way, a nudge to act. It is scalable and easily accessible. There are many different places to host them, and in the course I will cover that. But once you've done it, it's there, it's on a platform, and you can test certain aspects. You can put a heat map. I'm going to show you one in a minute that shows you what people are looking at, what people are interested in. Now, isn't it wonderful to have that kind of information that you know your audience is looking for? Real estate agents, imagine a page that sells your property listings while you are focusing on finding your next lead. Find the lead and send them there. But it is a page designed a bit differently to what you guys are used to. And I'm still of the opinion, if you host your sales page independently in your own space, people come to look at it, and it really applies to a complex high-ticket purchase where people need some more information, some more details. But imagine if you hosted yours somewhere and you sent people directly there and they weren't distracted by any other listings that were surrounding it. totally focused on what you have to show them. Coaches, think about it as a dedicated assistant, turning your prospects into clients without endless follow-ups, without where are you now? What do I need to do for you next? Okay, so you've got why you need it. What is it? Now I'm going to do a bit of geek speak. You marketers need to be familiar with these two terms because it is important. There are two, and often used synonymously. Just get the idea of what they do, not necessarily what they are called, as long as you know what you mean. Okay, so a landing page typically focuses on capturing leads. Those of you in Content Marketing Kaizen know in the list building workshop, we did lead generation landing page on MailChimp that is designed to get people to sign up, give you their email address in return for something. It's very simple, just a single function with the objective of doing something, low threshold. This is where you are getting them into the middle of the funnel to nurture them down. Now, a sales page is a type of landing page, but its primary objective is actually selling. So it is structured with that journey I've just explained to you, takes people down the funnel, does things that takes them from interest to awareness to desire to action, with call to actions carefully put in places all the way down the sales page. It focuses on conversion through storytelling, along the way trust building, handling objections, and call to actions get stronger and stronger as you go down the funnel to the end. I hope that clarifies the subtle difference between a straight lead generation landing page and a sales page. This is what a heat map looks like. And I want to immediately debust a myth, belief that you might have about sales pages, because I've got it. When I see a promotion on social media and I click on the sales page, you go through to the sales page, you typically know what it looks like. And some of them have very big font and all sorts of stuff, and you scroll down. What do you generally do? I skim down straight to the price. But that in itself is the journey. As you are skimming down to see the price, if the sales page is laid out correctly with the right headings that are calling out what is important at the beginning of the journey, once you've passed that, what is important in the middle of the journey, then you're starting to get more interested, what becomes more important. So when you skim through and you see these headings, they unconsciously register and answer questions that you have on the way to your single-minded need to see the price. Who agrees with me there? Because it's a very important concept to understand when you are constructing a sales page. When you get down to the bottom and you see the cost, just think customer journey from discovery to conversion. What happens all the way along that journey? A good sales page doesn't show you just the cost, but what you will gain and how it solves your problem. And that is what happens on the way down to the price. So as you're scrolling down, you see that stuff and you see the price and you go, okay, this price feels comfortable. Let me go back up and go and see the other things that will help me make an informed decision. So in understanding the transformation before the price, you help people see the value. I'm going to walk you through the parts of a sales page so you understand why it helps you convert people that are interested, because they've got to land there in the first place. So this is not for a cold audience. This is for people who are already interested in something and they have clicked through to your link. Now, at the outset, I just want to confirm that this comes from, it's not my funny little own idea. It comes from my Business by Design mentor, James Wedmore. But what I am passing on here today is additional points that I know from my own work, additional things I am building into my own sales page, and the fact that I believe it has an application for absolutely anything, particularly for complex, high-ticket things like real estate. One of my mates is helping somebody sell a property out in Muldersdrift, and it's a very complex property. It's got 5 different units on the property. It's got a house, it's got a cottage, it's got a museum, it's got a tunnel, it's got all sorts of different things. That is the kind of property that appeals to a very specific kind of audience. Now you design a sales page single-mindedly targeting that audience, answering all their questions, debusting all their objections, and helping them to understand and see the vision of what they can do with it. I hope I'm starting to help you understand how this can take people on a journey. So typically, a sales page has 12 footer elements. I am going to quickly explain each one. If you see the value of this today, it is going to be as a short course with a video, with a short couple of minutes video on each of these elements to help you construct them together. And as usual, you will have a template. So you just simply have to do the work and copy and paste it into the right place. These are, as I've said, part of the journey. So they land on your link. What do they see at the top? Important call to actions throughout the sales page. You deal early with why you need this, how it's going to help you. Then you get into the detail of what it is. You deal with frequently asked questions. What's topmost on their mind as they're looking at this? You address common objections, which is normally beliefs, excuses people make. Why are they not taking the next step? You get rid of that. Then you give them testimonials to reinforce that you have got something they need, that you are great, that you're an expert. Then you show them the price. And you justify the price by what it does for them. You give them a satisfaction guarantee. You offer bonuses. I'm going to tell you more about that to sweeten the price, to add value. Obviously, your own credentials and who you are, and then some essential legal footer elements. So let's start with above the fold. What is above the fold? It is what you can see on the screen when you land. So above the fold on a mobile device or on a computer screen. And then this, people would scroll down. So this is before they've even started scrolling, what they see right at the top. And it includes your headline. You get chatty to help you with headlines that grab attention immediately. A sub-headline that's a bit of a teaser, adds a bit of clarity about what it is. And then your image, a video or an image, is something that your ideal customer recognizes for themselves. Their dream, themselves, their tribe, their transformation. And right at the top, there's a call to action to sign up now. Because if people arrive and they want it before anything else, you want to get out the way. You don't want to delay the conversion. Once you've got all that up there, so there's your headline, there's your image, there's your call to action, small logo, and then they would scroll down to want to see more. And call to actions are absolutely critical. A call to action can be very subtle, or it can be do it now or never, regret this forever, whatever it might be, but you have got your client's journey in mind. Start subtle, and at the end it's choose now, snooze you lose. Call to actions in this sales page are a very important part of the journey. They have very key placements, which is why you actually need my template, because it appears above the fold, middle of the page, after you've given them the value, the transformation. Then again, after the testimonials, when you've reassured them, depending on the length of your page, you might put it after bonuses, get this now, sign up today to unlock all these bonuses, and finally at the end of the page, the final push, get it now or never. A very strategic way you put your call to actions into that sales page. Your third element, high up, is what is in it for them. A feature means you can get a specific outcome. So up front, we don't deal with features, we deal with benefits. What is the value they will gain? And if ever I've made an important point to you, even for real estate agents, when you list the number of bedrooms, the beautiful lounge, how many garages, try to state it as 3 bedrooms, fantastic for a home office. Always add the benefit to the feature. Imagine living in a home that fits your lifestyle perfectly. Turnkey homes designed for comfort and convenience. Feel confident and clear in your business decisions. Gain clarity and confidence with our proven strategy to achieve your goals. So I hope you've got this part very clear. There's a way you put down what they are going to get out of it that is not a list of features. Once you've done that, you then come to the list of features. So for people who are selling products, software as a service, content coaching, that is the planner. You get a plan a month. You get Canva templates. You get the whole list of 27 things you get as a member of my content coaching. But the benefit that I would have covered before is trouble-free, time-saving, current, trending tips to help your social media work for you. So here we get down into listing, if it's a course, the modules, listing the features of a house listing, coaching, what are the modules, and for each one, you design an image, you have a very catchy title, and then a description of what's inside. Next section is frequently asked questions. Now, you guys know from your experience, especially real estate agents, coaches, you talk to people a lot and they immediately come up with their questions. It's linked to objections, but that's our next section. Generally, it's around how does it work? Is this for me? What level is it for? What outcome will I get? What support do you provide? How does the payment work? What are the guarantees that I'm going to get the results? What if I don't like it? So this you can see is now high up on the page to answer some of those questions that are top of mind. Next, you will go to address common objections, which is now getting a bit emotional. This is stuff that is holding them back. So here you want to eliminate doubts and hesitation. Things that you can easily deal with, often prices too high. Financing options are available. Flexible payment plans are available. Or, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for a course. These lessons you can do in your own pace. The lessons are short and quick to consume. I often say you do a lesson while you're making the salad. You know what the objections are. You know what people are putting in front of conversion. In the worksheet, I've got heaps of objections and suggestions for you on how to address them. And remember, the sales page is long, but it calls out your ideal customer, your sales prospect, wherever they are at. I will not read an objection about I don't have time if it's not an issue for me. So next time you guys look at a sales page, instead of just scrolling past and going, I'm not interested, go and look at it now with your sales page creation hat on and think about what people are trying to do with a prospect. How are they taking them on their journey? The next element is social proof. This is your testimonials, your case studies. What do your clients have to say? Before and after are very handy. Written or video testimonials. If people write you a testimonial, make a screenshot of it or convert it to a Canva post with the little stars. It helps to have somebody's face or their business name. So it gives credibility. You haven't just made up the testimonial. But testimonials are the biggest form of social proof you can get. You know that. You should all be actively seeking them. Once your people have left the space and you have no longer got a happy, elated client in front of you, you can never capture that moment again. Testimonials top of mind. You will use them in all your marketing and no more relevantly than in a sales situation, just to tip people over the edge to the next step. Once we've done testimonials, we present the price. And you frame it as a wise investment. You compare it to other stuff. Would you be doing this instead of that? This is going to get you more. Secure your dream home for a deposit of just. Get started today for only. Make it easy for people to make sense. And then straight away, we take them to the next element, which is reducing the risk. You know what the objection is. How can you make people get over it? There are some great examples of guarantees here. They don't all apply to real estate, but think of coaches. Think of selling physical product. Think of getting people to sign up for memberships. 7-day money back guarantee. You know, you've seen many of that. When you trial a new tool or a product or something, the way our online shops work, if it doesn't fit, you can send it back. A no risk trial, so get it free for 14 days and then your payment kicks in. Full refund guarantee. If you're not happy after a month, you've shown me you've done the work, I've got all the evidence, you can get a month's membership back. Results oriented guarantee. This is if you don't get your first buyer to come and visit your house within 7 days, then we'll remove our sole mandate. First week satisfaction guarantee. And then there's a wonderful one, which I love to use, is no guarantee. The no guarantee is there's no refund on this, because I am that confident that I will take you on a transformational journey that will do something for you that you might not be able to quantify. It might be mind shift. It might be better relationships. This might apply to coaches. But a no money back guarantee, that's such a powerful one, because it makes them think that you are so confident in what you're going to deliver to them that, okay, that's interesting. Next, after the guarantees, now we're getting close to the end and we want to do that final sweetener. Now, my coach, James Wedmore, has this amazing concept, and I experienced it personally, of decide on the price of your course, your product, your whatever, and how can you increase the value. So for real estate agents, one of my clients, I love that he adds so much, I can't remember the value, I think it's 10,000 Rand, of fixer-upper at his own expense to make the home look nice. Some of you might include freestyling. That is now bonuses that add to the value of your offer. Now, James Wedmore reckons the magic number is you 10x the value with your bonuses. That can be very, very hard to do. But if you start looking at what can make this easier, you're not adding to overwhelm, but what can I give these people? So I was talking to somebody yesterday about a goal setting workshop, and she's got a calculator. Now that is the most amazing bonus, because if you are doing goal setting and you want to work out how this impacts on your bottom line, if you achieve this versus that, and there's an automatic calculator that you don't have to go and sit and put in the Excel formulas and stuff. What a bonus. That adds huge value. It not only helps you with decisions, but it saves time, etc., etc. Bonuses are such an important part of our sales process, and you might already be doing it, but you're not positioning it in a way that helps people make a decision to buy, that helps them see the value of doing business with you, clicking on this call to action. And right below bonuses, by the way, is that call to action I mentioned at the beginning. Sign up now to unlock these bonuses, because they should be adding to the overall product. I want these that badly that they're enough to make me take the decision. And then finally, there's two little elements that are not that important but should be on your sales page is your about us, meet your guide, meet your agent, meet your right hand, whatever you want to call it. This is to build trust and establish authority. It's a short story about you and your credibility. We've done value articulator statement here before, a perfect example of what to put there. I am, I help, how I help, what I do to help, why I am different. So with 10 years in the industry, I have helped over 500 families find their perfect homes or coaches. I have guided over 100 professionals. And then the final step of the sales page is your footer with all the legal small print. Just make sure you put in your policies. It's very important to be 100% clear on refunds. Put it again into your T's and C's, privacy policies, security on your sales page for anybody who's sharing contact details if they're buying online and all that. The real estate agents, links to financing partner, contact forms, etc. Of course, also your contact details if they want to get into further discussion, email address, WhatsApp, and so on. So there you are. Those are the elements of a sales page. But I hope the one thing I've demonstrated is why it is structured, why it is. And there is a strategy and a science to constructing a sales page. Where you think you can use a sales page, are you selling a membership? Are you selling a event where you are dressing up a venue and you are providing costumes, for example? That's complex. You need to include a lot of detail in the package you offer. When those kind of things happen, you need a sales page to convert. Because remember what we said, it's your 24/7 sales tool. You don't need to keep repeating the detail over and over every time you have somebody who's interested. Your sales page does it for you. And in your sales page, you are sure you haven't forgotten anything. And when you do the sales page, you can test your images, you can test your buttons, you can test your titles. There you are. There is my contact details for anybody who would like more information at this point. I invite you to engage with me if you have a sales page idea, but you're not sure how to get started. I really want to reiterate that I think a sales page is an ingenious way for you to think about setting up a complex sale. I would love for some of the real estate agents who are selling something really special to try and set it up on a sales page on an independent, so not Property 24, not where people can be distracted by other listings, your own sales page, uniquely you. I am convinced it will improve sales. So a sales page has to be hosted somewhere other than a page on your website, because a sales page has got the singular objective of getting people to convert. If you look at any sales page you see from now on, it's not on the website. It's a standalone. And the reason is you do not want people distracted from what you have sent them there to do, which is to sign up and buy. I think nobody really understands how valuable a sales page is until somebody actually explains it to you. And I've got to tell you, I did my first lesson 4 years ago and I still wasn't convinced until I had this complex product to sell. And there I invite you to continue to lesson 1 and to get started with our ultimate sales page short course. In lesson 1, you will be able to download the worksheet and then follow along step by step through all the elements you have been introduced to in this introduction. See you in lesson 1.